Hey guys, what is going on? It's DiamondRushXD here, and today we're taking a look at another plugin, and it's called AdvancedGUI. It's a really sick plugin. You can make just GUIs out of it. You can make GUIs on GUIs on GUIs. It's a really cool plugin. It's premium, but I think it's worth the money. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was in the beginning. But anyway, welcome back guys to another plugin showcase with the legit DiamondRushXD here. And yeah, so quick disclaimer, that was Ocean, the developer of this plugin. He's amazing, you guys should really check him out. He makes some insane plugins, and yeah, highly recommend. So today's plugin is on AdvancedGUI. As he was saying in the beginning, AdvancedGUI is amazing. Of course it is a premium plugin, but it is worth it. It is really cheap. For the quality of it, it's quite cheap, I'm gonna be honest. And premium plugin is basically you can add a GUI to any item that you click. You can even do it per world. You can add enchantments to these items in the GUI, of course. You can add placeholders. You can add different commands. You can, not only one, but more commands while you want to. You can even add even more options. I will show you guys in the config in a bit. But for now, let me show you guys how it works here. First, I'm going to show you guys how the plugin works. So right here, we have an example. This is a cyan dye. No, it doesn't rename the item here. It doesn't rename it. It adds a GUI when you click the item. So if you want to rename it, you have to, I don't know, just get an anvil, rename it. There, boom, you're happy. So what we're going to do is we're going to click it. And there we go. That's an example. That will come when you download the plugin. So right here, we have the placeholders that you can see. And then we have a block that is enchanted and a non-block that is enchanted. You can even add names and lures to it. So right here we have click this, it goes back to spawn. If I click it, there we go. I go back to my spawn right there. And then if I click this, I will die, which I quite don't like at all. And up here, you guys can see you can even rename the GUI. For this example, it is called, well, example. So you can even add signs. For example, we can do /bracket GUI, close bracket, and the name example. Click done. And right here, if we click it, we're gonna get the GUI example. Really quite simple. You can do that for each GUI, and you can make as many as you want to. You can do one for every single item in the game. So that's how big this plugin is. You can go full out with it. So, well, we're gonna create our own GUI. So what I wanted to open the clock. That's right. And I wanted to show this right here with placeholders. So I want a golden apple. I want a crafting table in the middle with no commands. I want a golden apple so we can go back to spawn. And I want this one to kill us. So that's what we're gonna do. And I want the crafting table as well. The crafting table is just going to be a lure. Nothing else. There's no command. So you don't have to put command if you don't want to. Now, if you guys are wondering how we do it via command. So I'll hop out of Minecraft and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're in the plugins folder. And quick thing I want to say before we start, you might need, well, you will need Vault. So you're going to need Vault for this plugin. And yeah, so let's go to AdvancedGUI. Here we have the config. So you want to start out the config. What we're going to do is we're going to open it real quick. And now, what we can do here is we can actually do a lot. Now, if you guys are having any problems, you can just read like these green text right here. You read them, you're going to understand a bit better the plugin, because I'm going to show you guys the basics and everything that I learned with it. So, let's do this. Now, first thing we have here is an example. This is the example that we opened up in the beginning of the video. So, I'm going to click enter. I'm going to add a new one, parenthesis, and I'm going to add a clock like I wanted to. It's 3:47, and then I'm going to add colon and the data. So there is no, so I'm just gonna keep it 0. Add a parenthesis again, then colon, and then you're gonna add parenthesis. And now inside of these parentheses, all you're gonna do is put the name of the config file. So we're gonna make an inventory file. We're gonna make one in a bit, but we need to think of a name. So I'm gonna call it TED. Now down below here, you have per world GUI permissions. You can add those if you want. I'm gonna keep it false at the moment, but if you want to, go ahead. Per world, this is basically only certain worlds will be able to use certain items. So this is great if you have a hub, and if you have a mini games, you don't want them to interfere. That's great. I'm gonna keep it true. And then this is all the worlds that will work. So for me, it's gonna work in these two worlds, and I don't really need these, but I'm gonna keep it either way because why not? And then down below, we have all the strings. So here you can change everything. If you want to change to say you successfully link the held item to the GUI, you can change it. You're good. Congratulations. Yeah, you can do that if you want to. But down below here, you really don't have to mess with anything if you want to. After you got everything here done, you want to go Control S. That will save the file. You want to close it down. You want to go to inventories. If you want to, go ahead and just copy this, drag it down below, and you want to rename it. I'm going to rename it to the same thing we did, which was TED. There we go. So I'm going to open up TED. And then here, this is where everything's going to start. So yeah, of course, always read the green text because it's going to help you out a lot. And on the options, this is the name that's going to be in the inventory. Like that, yeah. orange text we saw called example, we're going to rename it, called this, we're going to name it Ted as well. Well, we can name this is Ted's chest. There we go. Brilliant. I love it so far. We're going to add a color code. I'm going to add a cyan blue. I don't know if that's correctly how you say it. And then we can even change the inventory size. So remember, it has to be divisible by 9 if you want to change the size. I'm going to add 27. And then use placeholders. Those were the glasses, well, the glass that you saw around the empty spaces. I want to keep that a true. You can even change the name. So for example, I'm going to put placeholder as just chillin'. And then you can color code this as well if you really want to. I'm going to color code it. I just keep it white. There we go. That's brilliant. And of course, you can even change this, the item ID, data, the amount. You can put it as much as you want, even enchantment. We're not going to do that because they're good the way they are. So going down here, this is where it's all going to start, at the GUI. So right here we have the number. This is basically the slot that's going to be added. So 21, we can change it to 11 because that's where I wanted to start. Now remembering the GUI, it doesn't go 1, 2, 3 from the top to the, well, from the top left all the way to the bottom right. It starts at 0. So you guys have to remember that. So I want to keep it at 11. That's where we're going to put the first item. Then we have the name of it. We can even change its name. I'm going to go for a simple, a random color code. I'm going to put 7. I believe that is a gray or silver. I'm going to keep it that color. I don't really care. And I'm going to add a name to it, which is the golden apple. This one, it's going to be called Hub. There we go. Just name it Hub for now. And then here we have the item lore. This is what's going to be while you hover your mouse over it. It's going to tell you a few details. So let's just remove these because I'm going to add a new one. So let's put it silver as well, or gray, whatever you want to call it. And this, let's say this item will take you to the hub. There we go. And we can even add something up here. You can add as many as you want, really. And let's just put same color. I want to keep it fancy. I don't want to change the color, make it all rainbowy, if that even is the word. I don't know. Let's just say click me. There we go. That's brilliant right there. Click me. Who doesn't want to click me? All right. Item ID. This is the item. So we're going to put a 322. That's the ID for a golden apple. And then the data, we don't have any. So the data basically is when you have a colored wool, for example. If it's white, you're going to keep the data 0 because there is no color to it. Now, if it's like a red, you have to put 14 because it has a different color, but it's still the same item ID, but you have to change the data. Okay, good. Now the amount, we only keep it at 1 because I really don't want a full stack of golden apples, but yeah, come on. All right, so this is the cost. You can make people cost. I don't want cost because this is just an example. If you guys want to cost, like, I don't know if they can go to a certain world or such, you can put, I don't know, 100. It's really up to you, but I'm not going to do any of that. And even enchantments. So, for example, I can keep Infinity 1. And that will basically, it will enchant your items. Now, that's really cool if you're doing a certain thing like kit PvP and you can show all the enchantments. That is sick. I actually love that feature. Now, if we go to commands, this is where it all begins. You can add different commands. So, right here it says MVTP spawn. That's exactly what I wanted to do. This would basically TP me to the spawn. And yeah, so you can even run it as a player or as a console. For this one, I wanted to run as a player. And the next one as well. So I'm going to rename this one right here, player. Now, as you can see, the first one, we are done. We're good with that one. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to click enter once. I'm going to backspace, and I'm going to control V it. There we go. So we have another one. Now, let's go back to the first one right here. We're going to change it. So this is going to be the crafting table in the middle. What we're going to do, we're going to put nothing. That's right. It's not going to do anything. I'm going to remove a couple of them because this item is not going to do anything. Like we said in the beginning of the video. There we go. This item does nothing. We can change its value. So, well, ID. We're going to change it to 58. And then its data 0 as well because it doesn't have none. Amount, we only want is 1 as well. Cost, 0 enchantments. We can add one if you want. For this one, no. I don't want it in the middle because this one has no commands whatsoever. So I'm going to remove its command. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove it. Put it like so, and now it has no commands. Brilliant. Now we can run as a player, run as a console. Really won't make a difference because it has no commands. Now for the next one and the last one, this is going to be the sword. Now what we want for the sword, I want it to kill us. So we already have the command all set up here. Now what you can also do, let's say it's for a player and basically any player that uses it, you can add a variable. You can add a variable. All right. So basically it is percentage and then the player as so. And it will target that player that's running command. Now, for this example, I don't need it because I'm going to kill myself because there's nobody on the server because I'm all alone. Now, we're going to change the item as well. So, let's go for a simple 283 because that is the ID for a sword. Now, I'm going to remove this one as well because it has no data. So, I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to change right here, item name. So, don't do it. Okay, there we go. So for this one, I'm gonna say don't do it as well, and then I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna say you have so much to live for. Boom, there we go. That's lovely. We can even color code it. So this one I'm gonna color code because this one has like a bit more. I'm gonna add, I don't know, just some plain gold. So I'm gonna add 6, and then a 6 that's more of an orange, but then a gold. But either way, one extra thing I'm gonna add is the enchantment. I want to add infinity 1 to this because this one actually has a command. So right here in enchantments, I'm just click enter. I'm gonna backspace all the way, and then I'm gonna add dash and then parenthesis infinity comma 1 and then parenthesis. That's how you do it. You can add, this is how much the value is for the enchantment, which the infinity only has 1. So there we go. So that's basically everything for the config. Now we're gonna go ahead and control S it, and we're gonna go all the way to Minecraft. Alrighty then, back in game, and let's see if everything did as we wanted to. Now right here I have the clock, but we're not gonna use it because there are still a few more commands. Now if you do /GUI help, that will show you all the commands. If you do /GUI add, and then by following adding the GUI's inventory name, you can add it to a certain item in hand. That's really cool, so you don't have to go to config. And if we do /GUI list, you can see all the current ones we have. We only have 2, an example, and the one we created right now. Now if we do /GUI open, and for example, let's use example. There we go. It works perfectly. We can even add the one that we just created, but I won't leave that to the end. So if we even do GUI reload, you can reload the whole config. I did that wrong, didn't I? Reload. There we go. I did that wrong again. All right, there we go. We reloaded. Thank you. I did that way too many times. So we can even do remove, and that can remove a certain GUI. Like for example, let's remove example. I'm not liking examples more. There we go. Now it has been removed. It will still appear here, but you only removed it from the end. Now it only removes reference to the GUI, but doesn't delete the config. So you gotta delete it manually. And then we can even add the sign that we just made. So this right here is Ted. Brilliant. Now let's look. This is what we wanted to make. Let's see if we can do it. We have a clock in our hand. We're gonna click it. Boom. It worked perfectly. This plugin is amazing. Right here, this is Ted's chest. I changed the name. Well, not the name, the color code, because cyan is kind of a bright color. I'm not kidding. It really hurt my eyes, so I just changed it to a nice white. And then I have hub. As you can see right there, it says hub, and then it even has lure. Click me. I may have misspelled a few things. Let's ignore that for now. Click me, and then this item will take it to the hub. Let's click it. It worked perfectly great. And then we have this one, which will do absolutely nothing. As you can see right there, it had no commands, run nothing. This item drops nothing, well, does nothing. And then we have the last one, which does that. And then as you can see, this one is enchanted. This one isn't, because I removed it just so I can show you guys an example with commands and without it. And as you can see, don't do it. You have so much to live for. Pretty cool. We even have the sign that will also open it up. And this is really cool. Love it so far. And it is amazing. Really hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, make sure to smack the like button down below. So if you guys want to go ahead and download the plugin, it is amazing. It is worth and really cheap for the price and how advanced it really is. The developer is really going to put more and more features in the near future. And hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to smack the like button down below. And you know what? Ocean, take it away.
Okay, well, maybe I'm not DiamondRushXD, but I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to smack that like button. Make sure to check out my plugin down below if you think it could benefit your server. So thanks for watching, guys. DiamondRushXD, the OG. We'll see you in the next video. Peace!